Protests erupted across Tamil Nadu on Friday after the Supreme Court rejected the plea for delivering its judgment on the traditional bullfighting sport Jalli-Kattu before the harvest season of Pongal. Violent protests erupted in Madurai, Coimbatore, leading to a lathi charge by the police force. Leaders from both the ruling AIDMK and the opposition DMK party came to the forefront in support of Jallikattu, demanding the court to lift the ban on the traditional sport. The traditional bull sport is a customary sight during the Pongal Day celebrations across Tamil Nadu. Now, the Apex Court had banned the sport in 2014, stating that it amounted to the cruelty of animals. We're joined by WION's correspondent Nishita Virendra, who is currently on the ground in Madurai. Nishita, now according to reports, there are three key areas in Tamil Nadu that Jallikattu will take place despite the ban. For the benefit of our viewers, could you tell us a little bit about these areas and what we can expect?
Well, I'm currently standing in Avaniapuram, so it is a three-stage process as far as Jallikattu is concerned. And Avaniapuram is the first area where Jallikattu is held traditionally every year. And this is probably one of the more tense Pongals that this area is witnessing. Experiencing its usual activity during festive season, but on the other hand there are nearly 300 police personnel who have gathered here. They are prepared with helmets, with shields, because they are anticipating that things could go slightly out of hand, Sahil, considering the fact that the people of Tamil Nadu, the people of Madurai especially, are extremely emotional about Jallikattu, and the Supreme Court has not lifted the ban on the sport, neither has the central government passed an ordinance. Now I'm joined by a couple of students who have come all the way from Chennai, who are however natives of Madurai, who've come to Madurai this Pongal to express support for Jallikattu. I'm joined by Shakti. Them as to what they think of it. Shakti, tell me, why is Jallikattu so important for you?
Yeah, you can't just barge into a home and tell them that you can't do something that has been happening for, thousands of years here. It's like taking a part of their own life and throwing it away and locking it up in a box and saying that you can't access that box and you can't touch that box. So what it's like is that I hear a lot of talk that emotions are running high for the people of Madurai and Tamil Nadu, of course. If I come into a state in the north or in the northeast and tell them that they can't conduct Holi or any of that been a part of their tradition, there would be a similar emotional outcry there too. So that's the same way that we feel about Jallikattu. And one more thing is that there's been a lot of talk that Tamils want to outdo the verdict that has been given by the Supreme Court. The main point that I want to make here is that we have been in the receiving end of the wrong justice for the last, I don't know, maybe 2 years or so. The Supreme Court ordered the Karnataka government to give us water, but that didn't happen. And they asked the central government to form a tribunal and direct the Karnataka government to give us water and heed to the Supreme Court order. So how can they expect us to pay heed to the Supreme Court order? That's what I want to say here.
Okay, let me quickly speak to another student who joins me here. Annamalai is here. He too has come down from Chennai to be part of this protest. So, Annamalai, how exactly do you plan to express solidarity with the people here?
We in a group of students have gathered here to support Jallikattu, and we are planning for a rally now. And we have come all the way from Chennai. We are residents of Madurai, and we in a group of students have gathered here for a rally now.
But we clearly see that the police are also prepared for any sort of an eventuality. They have now Avaniapuram is one of the areas who will see a larger presence of the people interested in Jallikattu gather, and hence the police are also present in huge numbers. Police vans have come in, and they've come with other equipment as well. So Shakti, how exactly do you plan to take this protest forward?
Well, we'll just go around. I can't say that in public, right? You would have known the ramifications it would have. So what we plan to do is that we are going to go there, discuss what we are going to do and go forward. I can't say that in public, sorry. Okay.
And so there you have it, Sahil. The locals here, the young students also coming in from Chennai, being part of this protest, as they feel that by not lifting the ban on Jallikattu, it is a direct attack on the Tamil Nadu tradition.
Nishita, if these events do take place, this is a clear violation of the Supreme Court's decision. I mean, can we expect repercussions?
Well, certainly there will be repercussions if Jallikattu is allowed to take place, as several media reports have already shown in several interior parts, not in the main areas, but in several interior parts, the villagers are going ahead and holding Jallikattu. Then the state government will be held responsible for not having enforced the rule that was advocated by none other than the highest court of the country. Let's also not forget that the state government, while has spoken aggressively for the Jallikattu, not gone ahead and given permission to these people against the verdict of the Supreme Court, as they are not allowed to do so. It will give power for the government itself to be dissolved. Okay, let me just quickly pan and show you, Sahil. Right behind these people, we have the policeman standing. You can see the strict police presence. So the ramifications for these people to really go ahead and take out a protest march, you can already see what they can expect. Police are equipped with lathis, with shields. They have come in with helmets as well, because they do expect that this situation could slightly go out of hand. You could possibly see some sort of a face-off between the as well as the
so Nishita, violence is definitely...
Not to forget people who have come in from different parts of Tamil Nadu.
So Nishita, from those visuals that you're just showing us, clearly violence is expected.
That's right. The police have come in completely equipped. Let's not forget that Section 144 has also been imposed. While under Section 144, a group not more than 5 persons can gather in a public place wherever the Section 144 has already been imposed. That bit of the section has not really been implemented strongly, because it is Pongal at the end of the day. This is a marketplace, and you have a large number of people gathering for shopping various food items that they require to celebrate this festival. But as far as Jallikattu is concerned, they have been extremely strict. Yesterday, we spoke to a few locals, and they said that nearly 5 police personnel are guarding each of the bulls that have been trained to participate in Jallikattu. They've also taken a written statement from many of the owners of these bulls, and the written statement is that they won't be participating in the Jallikattu festivities. So these are the measures that have been adopted by the police officials to ensure the law is enforced, but the locals are not one bit pleased, Sahil.
Nishita, also, have you spoken to any government officials out there regarding the ordinance issue?
The government officials, although are also displeased, and let's not forget that the entire state of Tamil Nadu has spoken in unanimity as far as the Jallikattu issue is concerned, whether it is the ruling AIA-DMK, whether it is the opposition DMK, whether it is the Congress, or whether it is the BJP. Everyone has spoken in unanimity, saying that they want Jallikattu. Jallikattu is a part of Tamil tradition, and that removing that is essentially removing the essence of the festival of Pongal itself for Tamilians here. And none of the parties have really spoken against the people's wish of holding these festivities. So even the local government officials, even the police for that matter, apart from carrying out their duty of really imposing the law based on the Supreme Court verdict of not lifting the ban on Jallikattu, personally, I did speak to them off the camera, off the that it is a festival that is very, very close to the heart of the people of Tamil Nadu, and hence they strongly feel that it should be allowed to be held. But this year it doesn't seem like Jallikattu will be
Nishita,
held as a festival.
Nishita,
last night reports did come in. Yeah.
Nishita, at the end of the day, this is about stopping animal cruelty. That's what the Supreme Court is saying. What are your thoughts on that?
Right. Well, let me quickly toss that question to one of the locals here as to what they feel about it. Shakti, now, the reason that Jallikattu was banned in the first place is that it was, proof was given by PETA and several animal rights groups to the court. There was the document evidence that these bulls were tortured during the course of Jallikattu. What do you have to say about that?
Okay, Jallikattu has been conducted for thousands of years. PETA has come in, and over the course of time of maybe 10-year time, they've taken sparse incidents, one or two here and there. Over a 10-year period of time, they've collected it and given it as evidence. Of course, some things may go wrong, one or two may go wrong, but you couldn't, collect them into a false report and say that entire Jallikattu is, dangerous for the bulls and so and so. So that's what they are trying to do, and the main thing is that there's an unwritten rule in Jallikattu that if a single bull gets hurt, that the entire play would be stopped and it won't be continued. So people, while they have lost like this, won't be hurting the bulls. Okay, that's what I want to say.
Right, Shakti, you're also a native. Both Shakti and Annamalai, you are natives of Madurai. So growing up, you would have watched Jallikattu. How are these bulls taken care of then? How are they trained for Jallikattu?
Yeah, this would be a widely circulated view that if a lot of dogs are being taken care by me, you, what will we be spending on them? Maybe a meager part of our income. But here, if a farmer has a bull and he earns 500 rupees, he spends 300 rupees on the bull and 200 for his family. So I can't say anything more to make farmers give for the bulls.
Right. So there you have it, Sahil, the kind of emotions that are attached not only to Jallikattu but to these bulls. They are part of a rich tradition that Tamil Nadu has been following, and we understand that at the moment the people of Tamil Nadu have been justifying the entire tradition by saying that the bulls are taken care of like their own children. A lot of care is ensured taken to ensure that the bulls are in the best health all through the year, and that it is only during the Jallikattu sport they are allowed to run in the way it is shown in the videos, but at the same time they're not harmed in any manner.
Nishita, if you could just do me a favor and go back to that gentleman there and ask him that, it's also human life that's at stake at well over here. It's not just the bulls. I mean, what are his thoughts on that?
Let me just quickly toss that question, Sahil. Another point being raised is that several people get injured during the Jallikattu sport, not the animal, but several people who are participating in this sport get extremely emotional. Reports also say that they come in drunk to be part of this festivity and they get injured. From your experience, what have you seen? How is it played out, and what are the emotions attached for an individual to participate in Jallikattu?
First, let me just throw out the fact that if anyone is drunk, they won't be allowed near the bull or any place that the bull would be running. So that's completely uncalled for explanation or something like that, okay? And is that, what was the other question, sorry?
What are the emotions attached for an individual when he's participating in Jallikattu? Is he injured? Is he...
As far as injuries go, over a period of 5 years, only 17 members got injured, according to reports there. So it's not a big part of the thing of the play that people get injured. People get injured here and there. 17 people in 5 years is not a big thing. Okay, it takes place each year. It takes place in 3 places. So over 5 years, 15 places, 17 injuries is not a big deal, I guess.
Well, there you have it. The locals feeling that the issue has been made bigger than what it ideally should have. They feel that not many of the participants get injured, and more go in voluntarily to be part of the Jallikattu event, Sahil.
Nishita, despite Jallikattu being a local issue, it's evoked strong emotions from across the entire nation. Why do you think that is?
While on one hand for Tamil Nadu it is an issue that is very close to their hearts. It has been going on for thousands of years. There's documented evidence that this entire tradition could be as old as 5,000 years for Tamil Nadu. It started off, they say, to find the most strongest bull among all the bulls that are there in a particular village, and that is why this tradition was conducted. Another of how Jallikattu started says that it was more of a fun event for the laborers. Once a year on the occasion of Pongal, these laborers got an opportunity to win the gold coins, the sovereigns that were tied to the horns of the bulls by taming them, by holding on to the hump. At no point any sort of weaponry was used, and they also state that these bulls are native to India, and there are very few of these native Indian bulls that are left behind. Tamil Nadu had nearly 7 such species. Now it has been reduced to 6. So they feel that it is extremely essential to have these customs and traditions to ensure that these bulls are tame, the bulls are taken care of over a period of time. And once the strongest bull is found through the Jallikattu event, these bulls are used to service all the cows that are present in the village. So that is how this entire tradition was started. But slowly it became a visual spectacle, and it started drawing massive crowds from across Tamil Nadu. Hundreds and thousands of, eventually lakhs of people started gathering for these events, and that is when they believed that as the event got more and more commercialized, all these the bulls started getting being tortured in many instances, and that is when the animal rights activists stepped in. But what the locals in Tamil Nadu feel is that just because there were discrepancies in several instances, what the government, what the Supreme Court can really do is put in laws and rules in place so that these bulls are taken care of, so that no law is violated, so that they are not tortured in any way.
Nishita, I'm going to just have to very quickly interrupt you there. Joining us on the phone line now is actor Mohan Ram. Sir, how do you explain this strong protest? I mean, Jallikattu has been cancelled before as well, so why such a massive movement now?
It has not been actually totally banned in the past, in the sense we did run it. It was banned a couple of years ago, and then for 2-3 years we did run it with supervision of the government. This is the first time that people probably have realized that no, it is gone.
Sir,
it is well and truly gone is what the feeling is. Okay. Right now, if you can probably hear some trumpeting sound over the phone. There is this fellow who's brought the cow outside my house, and he's playing the Nadaswaram, and he's asking for some food and this thing for him and the cow. This happens, you know. We revere our bull, we revere our cows. I earnestly appeal to the Supreme Court not to view this as a sort of a slight or a show of disrespect, but as a cry of agony from the Tamil people. As a cry of agony.
Sir, I have to ask, it's strange how a sport deemed brutal and a violation of animal rights by the activists has brought the people of Tamil Nadu together. What are your thoughts on that?
Sorry, I couldn't hear your question.
I'll repeat it again, sir. I said that it's strange how a sport deemed brutal and a violation of animal rights by the activists has brought the people of Tamil Nadu together. What are your thoughts on that, sir?
Oh yeah, it happened once before. Hindi. I don't know, you were not born then. The anti-Hindi agitation was what started the whole thing, and then the Congress completely was decimated in Tamil Nadu, and this is the 50th year. 1967 was the year when the DMK first came to power. After 67, no national party has ever won the election here. From 1967, it has only been the regional parties.
Okay,
now,
sir.
Thanks to Hindi. Now, what will the Jallikattu thing do? I don't know. But I hope to God we don't move away from the mainstream of our nation.
Sir, thank you so much for your perspective there. We really appreciate it.